Namaste, welcome to you all sacred divine beings. If you have not subscribed to this channel, be sure to do so. Clicking on the bell icon next to it will give you a notification. As soon as we upload a video into the channel you will know it. Please share it with your friends, and all those whose lives you want to shine. Now let's get into the story. There was a saint in a village. He would sit on the porch of his house for a couple of hours, after completing his daily activities every day, and watch people go by the front of his house, and talks about them. "Behold, a pig is going," he says when a man goes. "Attention everyone, a fox is going," he says when another person was going. The saint, who uttered this above all, said once, "Ah, at last I saw the man moving, whom have never seen in my entire life." He said this when a man going by, walking in front of his ashram. He was none other than Sri Ramalinga Swami, who was a great sage, turned into a body of light while he was alive. He always kept his body very sacred. Every second, every minute he expresses gratitude to God, considering his body as a gift of God. By thus constantly vibrating with a sense of gratitude, his physical body was transformed into a body of light. When the British photographed him for examination, a large light appeared in the photo in place of his body. He is popularly known as Ramalinga Vallalar in Tamil Nadu. Swami Ramalinga was born during the dark days of India. India at that time was ruled by foreign British, who ruled the country and sent its wealth to England. Hundreds of rulers, petty kings, and maharajas ruling their small kingdoms, were interested in the pleasures of the small comforts provided by the British. Society is in a chaotic state. The caste system, like a perpetual plague, has oppressed many unfortunates for thousands of years due to the tyranny of the intelligentsia of Indian society. Religions like Shaivism, Vaishnavism, Christianity, and Islam are fighting each other to capture the souls of illiterate people and enslave them. Oppression can be found at all levels of society, without exception. Sanskrit scholars and Tamil scholars always quarreling each other, being engaged in discussion to prove the dominance of their own language and literature. In this chaotic world, Swami Ramalinga was born as a great freedom giver, as a great policy maker of all traditions, as a messenger of peace and compassion, as the successor of the great poet of the Tamil tradition, Tiruvallur. He was born on Sunday 5 October, 1823 in Murther, 12 kilometers from Vallalar near Pondicherry in South India. His parents were Ramayana Pillai and Chinmal, a pious couple, idealistic and Shaivite, and are complete vegetarians. He is their fifth child. They named him Ramalingam as a result of the worship of Lord Shiva, the famous deity worshipped by Sri Rama at Rameshwaram. He has attained the highest state of enlightenment and became a light being. This supreme state cannot be achieved by man's efforts, but only by the grace of God. Swami Ramalinga attained this enlightenment state and became as perfect as God himself. The current conditions of mankind, religious, social and political conditions are all chaotic. Political unrest, social conflicts, wars, and terrorism have reached an unparalleled stage in human history. They all emerge from a divisive perspective only. Even though mankind has reached a level where it thinks it is only important at all times in the course of evolution, man's animal nature and team nature are still predominant in his thinking and behavior. This can be best transformed by following the universal concept of spiritual brotherhood and practice of the yogas of love and compassion, as suggested by the world teacher Swami Ramalinga Vallalar. Friends, blessed is Sri Ramalinga Vallalar, who received the body of Jyoti by filling his body vibrations with a sense of gratitude by keeping his body highly sacred. About 99% of our body consists of atoms of hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen and oxygen. We also contain some smaller amounts of the other elements that are essential for life. While most of the cells in our body regenerate every 7 to 15 years, many of the particles that make up those cells have actually existed for millions of years. The hydrogen atoms in us were produced in the Big Bang, and the carbon, nitrogen and oxygen atoms were made in burning stars. The very heavy elements in us were made in exploding stars. These atoms consists of electron, proton, and neutron particles. Our body is made up of those proton, electron, and neutron in each and every cell. However, a scientist named Schrödinger discovered that electrons also have a wave nature. That is, every atom in this creation is vibrating. That is, every object, every animal, every being is vibrating. Viruses are microscopic organisms that exist almost everywhere on Earth. They can infect animals, plants, fungi, and even bacteria. The virus can be fatal in humans with a low vibration frequency. This whole universe is created with primordial sound. Every object, creature in creation has a specific vibrational capacity or vibrating frequency. So the COVID virus that is scaring us all now is no exception. Its vibrating frequency is 5.5 Hz. It cannot exist at 25 Hz vibrating frequency. COVID is not a major hazard among those with greater vibrational capacity. To them it can cause a slight illness. They will be recovered very quickly. That means now the vibrating frequency should increase. Let's find out why vibrating frequency decreases in humans. Fear, phobia, suspicion, anxiety, stress, angry, hate, greed, fraud, suffering, excessive enamorment, reduces the vibrational capacity in us. Currently, the average vibrating frequency of the globe is 27.4 Hz. Some places like hospitals, cellars, jails are at very low frequency. Their frequency is about 20 Hz, or less than that. In such places the virus becomes dangerous. The virus is also deadly in humans with low vibrating frequencies. Emotion frequency. Let's take a look at the frequency with which emotions vibrate in humans. Pain 0.01 Hz, fear 0.2 to 2.2 Hz, irritation 0.9 to 6.8 Hz, annoying sounds 0.6 to 2.2 Hz, proud 0.8 Hz, etc. All these are emotions with a low frequency. Due to this, the vibrating frequency of human beings is falling a lot. The result is a weakened immune system. Currently it is very dangerous. Which is better? Adopting high-frequency behavior is now imperative. Let's see by what behavior it is possible. Kindness, 95 Hz, gratitude, 250 Hz, empathy, 150 Hz, unconditional love, 250 Hz, etc. Come on, let's vibrate higher. We can vibrate at high frequency with small tools like love, gratitude, forgiveness, art, yoga, meditation, sunbathing, nature worship. We can increase our vibrating frequency by consuming natural food and drinking pure water forever. We can increase our frequency from 120 to 350 Hz by just praying some time in the presence of God. Our soul came here to be connected to who we really are, But the experiences we have and have had since being born on this earth dilute that connection. And it is time to overcome the illusions we have, the emotional and psychological forces that only we as human beings have. We need to be prepared to overcome low-level vibrations and connect with our higher consciousness. The easiest way to overcome our low-level vibrations and increase them further is to connect with Akashic records. Let's see in the upcoming videos how to get the higher vibrations through Akashic records. Don't be late, there is a need to stay in higher vibration. Come on. Let's laugh, let's love, let's play, let's sing, let's meditate, let's worship, let's connect with all creation and convey our gratitude. Let's increase our vibrating frequency. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon for notifications. Thank you.